Welcome to another Math Simplified video. Today we'll be talking about absolute value equations. So the definition for an absolute value equation is an equation involving the absolute value of a variable expression. So steps to solve an absolute value equation. The first step is to isolate the absolute value expression. Then the second step is to rewrite the equation as two separate equations, considering both the positive and the negative cases. And then our final step is to solve each equation and check your solutions. So here our first equation is absolute value of x minus 4 equals to 7. So what you do here, you bring down the absolute value and then you put two different cases. So it would be x minus 4 equals to 7. And then the second case is uh x minus 4 equals to negative 7. So you notice here that we make two different equations, but one of the 7 is positive and the other one is negative. And then afterwards we solve for them. So here we add 4 to isolate the x, and then our solution here would be, our solution here would be 7 plus 4, which is 11. Then here we add 4 on both sides, and then x equals negative 7 plus 4, that would be negative 3. So those are two solutions. Okay, so in this second equation, we have 2y plus 6 inside of absolute value equals to 5. So the first thing we do, it will now be 2y plus 6 equals to 5. Now we subtract by 6. 2y equals to negative 1, divide by 2. Y equals to negative 1 half. That's our first solution. Then our second is, you notice here that's negative 5. So yeah, this one we're basically negating it. So now we subtract by 6 on both sides. Then we have 2y equals to negative 11 divided by 2, divided by 2. And our solution is negative 11 over 2. So those are both our two solutions. 2x minus 5 equals 7. So we add by 5 on both sides. That means that would cancel out. Then 2x equals to 12. And afterwards, now we divide by 2 to isolate the x. And our first solution would be x equals to 6. Now, our second equation. Our second equation will now be 2x minus 5 equals to negative 7. So afterwards, we add by 5 to cancel out the negative 5. We also add by 5 on both sides of the equation to balance it out. Then we have 2x equals to negative 2. We divide by 2 to isolate the x, and then we divide by 2 on the right side as well. And our answer will be x equals to negative 1. Those are two solutions. So here we have common mistakes to avoid. So the first one is forgetting to set up two cases. It's necessary to create two cases. Always create both positive and negative cases, such as 7 and negative 7, as we saw in one of the cases, okay? Then we have another one that says dropping the absolute value bars too early. This is necessary because if we want to solve for the absolute value, we gotta isolate the absolute value the same way we isolate the x always, okay? So then afterwards, incorrectly applying signs in each case, that always applies to math. If you like apply the incorrect sign in one case, it ruins your solution, okay? And then missing a solution, that's obvious. So in tip, check each solution by substituting back into the original equation. That's only if you want to be 100% sure that your answer is correct. Okay, now we have some practice here. So 3x minus 7 equals 8. So we'll create two different cases, which is now 3x minus 7 equals to 8. We drop down the absolute value. So now plus 7, 7. Our new equation will now be 3x equals to 15. Then we divide by 3, divide by 3. X equals 5. That's one of them. X equals 5. 3x 2x minus 7 is our second equation, a negative 8. You see how we had a positive 8 at first, like in the first equation? Now here we have a negative. That's because we have to create two different equations, and one of them has to be negative. So now, if we add by 7, we add by 7, 3x equals to negative 1. Then we divide by 3, divide by 3. Our solution is x equals to negative 1/3. 2x, we drop down the absolute value here, we drop it down. So then 2x plus 4 equals to 12. This is the positive version. Now we subtract by 4, subtract by 4. 2x equals to 8. Then divide by 2. And our solution is x equals to 4. You have to divide by 2 on both sides. So yeah. Now let's do our second equation. Our second equation will now be 2x plus 4 equals to negative 12. Because this one has to be negative, okay? Since we already had a positive one. Now we subtract by 4 here, subtract by 4. Be 2x equals to negative 16. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Our solution is x equals to negative 8. Okay, so hopefully you guys learned something in this video, and I hope you guys understood more about absolute value equations. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, I made a website in which you guys can check out my website and see the worksheets that I provide and also lessons that I provide. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.